I'd like to show you something.
The pace when I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. And when I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm
You have to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky?
Nick, you're boomering it. You're muted.
I actually properly boomered it for the first time in a long time.
Stop being like me. I always boomer the audio. Come on.
Luckily, I did not get far, but hello, everybody. And this is pretty much what I was saying. So we're just saying again. Toxic Tuesday, episode 139. 139. How you all doing? Let's get ready for some double the impact, double the Van Daminator, double the Os, double the accent, double the Belgian greatness. And of course, this is basically a back-to-back of the Van Damme greatness on Well. So on a technicality, this is triple impact if you include last week's kickboxer that we did as well. So this is, I love seeing this crowd here. I know a lot of guys had an opportunity to go hang out with Tom at the Durhamoots. But thank you for choosing us. And for those who are doing double duty, I love guys who know how to find a way to reach around things. We salute you as well. So keep that reach around going. Let's acknowledge some faces in this chat. What's going on? The Tetrarch of Apathy. How's it going? Toy Nagayan, what's up, man? Stephen M. Kellel, Divina Duckworth, the Gilded King Vince Bolmack, Matthew Marzillo, Yaknomino, Penny. How's it going, Penny? And of course, Ben Watt, Juggalo, Deathcock, Peter Shays, Helicopter Tours, Keely Chow, Darth Viewer, Oakley Vandal, Phoenix Knight 08. How's it going, man? D Bud, Martin, Jonathan Conroy, Keely Chow, Razy Figures. Hey, nice to see you again, Razy Figures. I actually, for once, properly did pull a Gerry. You guys should send that to Gerry. Let him know. He probably would actually be proud. Hey, Brad Young, RJ Godzilla 81, B Marte. And we got right off the bat, Keely Chow has been a member for some months. Saying, I have a feeling that this movie inspired Jackie Chan to do Twin Dragons. I think the same thing, too. We'll get into that. And then we got B Marte for 20. Woo! Holy crap. Says this Lionheart and many others of his. The good old days. Dude. The Van Damme movies, man. And we did Lionheart. I'll dig up a link for that for you, buddy, so you can catch the replay. We've done Bloodsport. We've done Hard Target. We've done Lionheart. I'm trying to feel like what other ones we've done quite a few Van Damme flicks. It's been awesome. And now we're finally doing my favorite Double Impact. So it's been a great run of doing Van Damme movies. And of course, there's still a few more. We haven't done it on Universal Soldier as well. We haven't done the Expendables 2 yet, where he's the villain. That's literally the villain in it. So anyway, thank you, B Marte, leading out the show for $20. And then Tetrarch of Apathy says, if you had time before or after Nick's stream, check out the Force of Light Ladies react to the first ever reviewing of The Jerk. Now leave a message on the review directing folks here. Oh, How about that? Oh, that's the jerk. I haven't
Thank
seen
you.
that one in a while. That's a one to see as well. Okay, and what's up, LDG Vulcan Lives? How's it going, dude? All right, so welcome back to the show. Mark D with a C.
Good to be here.
Obviously,
Good to be here.
it's been a very busy time in our lives because of obvious events, and obviously you've had some chance to have some ambition outside of the responsible stuff. How are you, sir?
Yeah, hanging in there. So thanks all the support from everyone. Everyone's been really great coming together. So just got back from Clobbering Times Mike's funeral late last night. So the family was really appreciative of everyone that was there, and thanks to 70s Rock Fan and Gerry. And I was just had that camera on there, but it was tough to stay in there. And I just wanted to
Dude,
show this. I
Claude
know.
Parrish's drawing. Oh,
Yeah, I just
yeah,
wanted
he
to
sent
show
me a
this.
message of this.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to get the PDF. So this was I'll just let me switch my mic
Yeah,
here so I
go ahead.
can
Take it
we'll
over, man.
take
You know you have the power here.
Maybe
Here,
make
I'll
that
take it quickly.
and big in that. Yeah. So this was Claude's drawing. This was the program for the memorial. So Claude is an amazingly talented artist. So this is really nice stuff. And they might do some stickers, or I was going to ask maybe they'll do a challenge coin. I was thinking of that, but Claude did this. Sorry about that. Did this nice cartoon here of. Let me get the thing out of the way here. So that's a great little cartoon there. And I'm going to I can scan this in. I'm going to just see if I can get the PDF of this. But Claude is uber talented. He was actually an airbrush artist for many years. He did a lot of Mike's shirts. So I brought actually a couple of the shirts left, but they're still not dry left. I got to wear one. I was going to wear one tonight. But Mike had a massive collection of geek T-shirts, and they gave them all out at the funeral. So
Oh,
I
that's
put one on or wear one. So I brought a few back for to send out to friends.
dude, I
And,
might have to beg you for a copy. Just saying.
Sure, yeah,
I'll
you
even
got one.
I'll even gladly swing cash your way for one.
Oh God, no.
Just
Nice
saying,
one.
that is incredible to see. I love the S2 right there. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, so that was this is actually Katie McDowell. So I believe this is Mike's stepdaughter. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but it's family. So and that's Kate. So she did that, and they had a big print of that at the funeral home, or not the funeral, at the event, and
Mhm.
it really was a nice tribute with all. And I'll show some pictures on Sunday Night Geekery of some of the. They just brought a few things from Mike's house. So as you can imagine, I'm sure his house is filled with geek and nerd.
Oh, of
but,
course.
yeah, so they brought some of the statues and a few things.
Oh yeah, I was watching.
Yeah,
I
well,
was
you could
like,
see. Yeah, you could see on
dude,
the.
some
Yeah,
of
you
those
could see on the
statues
screen.
look sick.
That Batman statue is so cool. Yeah. So yeah, so I just thought not. We want to get back to having fun here, but we always remember our
No,
friend
it's
Mike.
all good. I mean,
And
that's
just
why I
thought
named
that
my
would be,
Friday night show now after him, Clubby's Comic Shop,
which is
man.
awesome. Yeah, which is awesome. So
Thank you.
thanks again, everyone. And yeah, he was a special guy. We're all gonna miss.
we gotta keep talking comics and all the fun stuff, and just remember him as we do it. So yeah, and I got this. They were giving out pins that he had there too, so I grabbed. They all wanted us all to wear a pin. So
Nice, dude. Nice. I love it. I freaking love it.
So we shared that. The same kids of a certain age all loved. Batman. So Batman 66. So yeah, that was a fun item. I'm like, I'll grab the Batman pin. I'm Batman, right? Yeah. But thanks again, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, we'll try to get a copy of that PDF, Steven. If not, I'll scan it. But I'm lazy. If I can just get the PDF, that'll make life easier. Yeah.
Oh man, no,
Yeah.
Mark, brilliant. We'll be in touch about that. I can't wait to have that because that thing is absolutely awesome. I can't wait to own a piece of that. But let's have fun tonight.
Yeah, let's have
And
fun, yeah.
Klobby was a frequent guest on here, and I know
Yeah.
he'd expect us to be getting toxic with this one. This definitely is a toxic one. So let's get on with it, shall we? We got
Reach out.
our red shirt, just another red shirt. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. And let me say, it is a pleasure to be doing such a change of pace. A classic Dumas novel on Toxic Tuesday, The Corsican Brothers. Oh, wait a minute. That was the working title for this movie. No, the real title is Double Impact. Yeah, this is very, very loosely based on an old novel, but it's the inspiration is there. And this is the first time I've actually seen this. I watched it a couple of times before coming on, and oh my goodness. We're going to need to adjust the toxicity scale for this one. There are 2 JCVDs in this movie. Holy cow.
Okay. Anyways, I found it for those asking in the chat who are newer to the show. Right here's a link to Toxic Tuesday, Lionheart. Save it on your watch later tab, and yeah, you can enjoy that later. Maybe I'll have to like do like a Van Damme playlist or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, there's your watch later tab for it. So make it happen. Red shirt. Let's have some fun tonight. Toxicity and all. And of course, we have that 70s rock fan.
Good evening, gentlemen. I'm assuming Gary will be here tonight, as this is his favorite movie, Double Penetration, isn't it?
He said he will come in the second hour. So that means he has double the Van Damme to put in his butt.
That's a different movie. Sorry. That's
You mean I clipped the wrong movie? Damn
clipped the wrong movie.
Again?
Well,
man, you've been on a downslide streak ever since that one Bond movie, Mark.
Yeah, it's all downhill right after you get over 40, right? Yeah.
This is the man with the golden buns.
That's good.
And take care of your balls, and they'll take care of you.
Anyway, it's good to be here.
Oh, I agree. It is very good to have you.
You guys aren't going to start sucking each other's dicks, are you?
There's every chance of it.
Oh,
off the rails, and Gary's not even here. I'm impressed.
Yeah,
Dustin may not be here. But guys, in case he doesn't make it tonight, it is Dustin Keto Simple. It is his birthday today, so
Yeah.
go watch a video later for him. Put a comment saying happy birthday when you can. For him, he's a great guy. He's someone who I first met in real life, and he got a channel going as well. He's done very well with his channel, and he absolutely deserves it. And I've known the man for 14 years, and I've seen his journey. I remember talking to him when he got going on his journey before it was a channel. Like, it's awesome to see. It's absolutely inspiring. He's such a good dude, and he absolutely deserves all the love and accolades. So shout out to Dustin, Keto Simple. So, and of course, Backdoor Gerry will be here when Backdoor Gerry wants to come. But until then, we have a Toxic Tuesday return. It's been a long time since he's been on here. You guys know as one of the extensions of the Dix Division. He is a man of many voices. He likes to say he's Mr. Corey Harrison, but to me, in my heart of hearts, the blackest, the big black heart, he will always be Sir Talks a Lot.
Hello. It's wonderful to be here for such a lovely movie. I will say that blonde girl, she's got some good talent.
Couple of good points.
Talent. That's what we'll call it. Just like my channel is called Talent. Talks a Lot Entertainment. Oh, that was a shameless plug. Much like what that 70s has going on as well. Shameless plugging that.
I plug anything I can at my age.
I would also like to say, Nick, thank you for having me back on here. But at the
I
same
miss
time,
having you on here.
I love your homoerotic Hulk Hogan
Oh,
Hawaiian
here,
shirt, dude. It's
somewhere.
like
It's a Hogan
like-
Warrior WrestleMania 6 here.
yeah, it's
WrestleMania 6 here.
That's old.
so it's homoerotic Hulk Hogan Hawaiian shirt with a little bit of Road Warrior. So it's the Roadhead shirt. Okay.
Just the chest shrug. The chest shrug sets it off, I think.
Yes. Just like that. And I would like to address RJ Godzilla 81. He says so much talent. I didn't say it was a lot, bro.
Just
So
so much.
I
well
didn't
placed.
say it was a lot. Anyway, this
Strategically
is one of the
located.
greatest. This is one of the greatest Van Damme movies ever. Okay,
Ever. It's not even close.
and of course it had his giant Korean friend in it. I loved that guy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His
Bolo
actual friend
Yun.
in real life.
Yeah, Bolo, that's it.
We'll get into that.
Dude, I know.
We'll
It's so
slide in. Trust me. We have really mastered our sliding technique on these.
Oh,
parts.
good. Oh,
We've
good.
We've had many of rough starts, but throughout time, we've become naturals.
Well,
So
I look forward to
and-
being pleased by your sliding.
Look at Mark right there. It was like, so see, I just said the
He didn't have to
word,
say
now I'm
anything.
telling him to do it. So technically, it's still all consensual, but I'll allow it. Sometimes
read
you
each other's
gotta get a little
unspoken
bit of a
thoughts.
surprise nowadays in life. Mark is just like, surprise. I was
Why
like,
doesn't Jean-Claude Van Damme get 2 credits for this? Should it be Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jean-Claude Van Damme?
It should have been.
Yeah, I think he's being cheated. Did they pay him twice? They
They
should
could,
have.
yeah, they could they could have at least put like first Jean-Claude Van Damme and then JCVD or J. Claude Van Damme. They could have done a variation, like
Yeah, with the great Jeffrey Lewis as well.
Yes.
mean,
So he
was it-
could have gotten 2 Academy Awards for this movie,
He
right?
could have.
he
Or
should have. He should have.
Best
He-
actor, best supporting actor.
Yeah.
And then he would have to fight it out with himself which one was which.
So he's competing with himself the entire. The funny part is, this is something that becomes the first of. We said a lot last week when we were talking Kickboxer, a Van Damme trope, but this would be the first time this would lead to him doing more dual roles, because later on in life, he did a Maximum Risk. He did The Order. I feel like he may have done something else. I can't remember what. I mean, Chad, you can let me know. He did something else, but I feel like he at least did 3 flicks where he did dual roles. And to my memory, this is the definitive dual roles here. And it's a perfect setup, too. And once again, thank you, Disable.
Replicant. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. You listed 2, Nick. There was Maximum Risk, there was The Order, and Replicant.
That was the one I was missing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. The boys are coming in hot with let me know it's Replicant. See, whenever I have a hole that I'm short of, your guys are there to fill it in.
See, my take on this is that Van Damme plays off himself better than anyone else he can act with.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he tried it with Dennis Rodman, and he was like, "Yeah, I just like myself more."
Yeah, but Dennis Rodman? I mean, come on.
I know.
Is it a
That
bad
voice kung
thing,
fu
though,
is
Corey?
amazing, man.
Is
Crazy.
it a bad thing to like yourself too much, to love yourself too much?
Well, I have some self-love issues when it comes to Van Damme, because it seems like he wants to do a little bit more than just love himself. Okay, I'm just saying, he looks at his own ass and he goes, I mean,
Well, actually, I found a clip.
Time Cop. He was technically 2 separate people at the same time in Time Cop.
Absolutely.
Even though he's the same person too. But just saying.
Dude,
He does love himself. Yeah.
I finally found out why Van Damme showed off his ass for a lot of movies. I finally found the clip today, and you know what? Since we're already here, let's show it off. Let's
You're going to show off Van Damme ass?
I thought it was all for Gerry.
Oh, Gerry. Oh, that's his loss. We'll have to send him the replay clip.
Singing one. Oh, okay. All right. Well, this sounds like a good time. Now you're
okay.
You're quite famous for in your previous movies
to show your butt.
You've shown your butt quite often in movies. You know when
I don't know if Conan's gonna try to hit me, so I am pausing every few seconds because
He's not going to hit you. He's going to hit
really hit
Jean-Claude
hard?
Van Damme.
Would it really hit very hard?
He's going to hit on him.
when you do those low budget movies, like
Yes.
C movies,
Yes.
and you don't have the budget to do like, you know, those big movies, you've got to show something.
I see.
And they told me, you know, your butt look nice. Can you?
See, that's what I'm talking about. And you know, he's like, I know it does. I spent hours. You know how long I've spent hundreds of thousands of hours sculpting this ass. Okay, of course it's nice.
And they couldn't afford a stunt butt, so he had to do it himself.
Right?
Right.
That's $10 million worth of budget, him showing his ass.
Right?
It's
They
funny
had a $15 million budget on this, and like they were all like, okay, will you show your ass? And he's all like, only if you bump it up a couple more. You know, like I'm not doing these C-rated movies anymore.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, but was Van Damme? Did Van Damme insure his ass?
Oh, I'm sure he did. Oh, I'm sure he did. He's like, it's my most valuable commodity. Are you kidding me? I could trade this ass for anything.
They turn around and
made it easier to
a small-time producer.
All right.
And slowly from C to B to A movie like Sun Death opening December 22nd. Go see it.
Very nice.
We don't see
Very nicely done, by the way.
No.
All right, that's right.
No, we don't see my ass in that one because I do better movies now.
Well, basically, as the budget's got more expensive, he had to worry about letting the cheeks out. So
well, it's fallen now. It's all fallen and wrinkly now.
Yeah, but if you're going to date night, you tell the date you get to see Van Damme's ass if you go watch this karate movie with me, right? This action movie. So
I'm imagining Mark at 70s going on date nights. Hey, you want to go see a movie tonight? Oh, another action movie.
Who's showing their ass?
That's
right.
Yeah, that's the draw, right?
Van Damme's ass. Yeah,
Dude,
we're in there.
So, my wife had not seen very many Van Damme movies, and we watched Desert Heat together for the first time. Like, her first time, and she's like, when it comes up with his ass and stuff, she's like, "Oh my!" And I'm all like, "Yeah, I felt the same way." You know, like,
did she make you rewind? Or?
No, she's too modest for that. But I guarantee you, she's like, "We can watch that movie again." Oh yeah.
No, CG can replicate.
No, they can't, and you can't de-age an ass either. So like,
This is a cast of The Acolyte there. Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I watched that last night to fall asleep. It worked.
Hey,
And I noticed at the beginning here the name's Vic Armstrong is heavily involved with this. Great stunt director and stunt coordinator. All the
Polo with a
Bond
shotgun.
movies.
You think he's
This
using?
is a very
Polo
Bond scene. This is like a very
Yes.
Bond-esque opening. scene to
Vic
the movie.
Armstrong is heavily involved with a lot of the Bonds, so it's probably got some influence.
He
That's
should be
great
using.
action to open. Yeah.
He should be using bolo rounds in that shotgun, though.
Ah,
He should.
This is a very insanely intense way of getting a stage set for a movie. Like the fact that you have a car getting shot down and there's two twin babies in the back with the lady who's, I'm gonna guess, is like their lady who helps with watching the kids when they got like adult stuff to do.
The nanny.
Yeah, the nanny, the caretaker. And dude, I remember the first time I ever because when I first saw this younger, I didn't realize that it was gonna be both Van Damme's characters. I was actually like, oh shit, they're actually we're gonna watch these little babies die. Like, this is freaking actually really ratcheting up a level for a Van Damme flick or even just action movies in general. But damn it. But I love when Uncle Frank, because that's what, to me, he's now just Uncle Frank. He gives that shot in the face to the main bad guy. I was like, and he gets right back up and shoots. I was like, damn, this is intense.
And kudos. Kudos to these guys with such a low budget who have come up with some great cars for this.
well, it's a Jaguar, an American.
Well, I think is that a Jaguar or Rover?
I thought it was a Jaguar.
Well, then you have Frank driving an Alfa Romeo Spider, like Dustin Hoffman did in The Graduate, and the bad guys who take over for him in the chase, and they're like, "So you're not the car following us?" And he goes, "No." That was an Alfa Romeo GTV, which is one of my favorite cars of the late 60s, early 70s.
Cool.
So, yes, there were some very cool cars in this. Although the rate at which Frank is going in an Alfa Romeo convertible, I'm sorry, not even back then were they that fast usually.
No, not a lot of horsepower, 4-cylinder.
No. But
they look
But
good.
no, it was actually, this was well done. I mean, comparing this to a Bond movie, given what I suspect the budget was like for this movie, is pretty impressive.
Well, the budget was 15 million and they made 30.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like 15 million, and considering that it was originally, not only was it originally a canon movie that got denied, and then Sheldon Leitch, the director, had a whole legal issue going on with this movie that prevented its release. And also, there was a guy at Canon who didn't want Van Damme actually casted one of the guys, and he said that Van Damme is not. He's like, he could barely play one character. How's he gonna do two? Well, I mean, if there's one thing I strongly disagree with that statement, because if there's one man who can play off himself very well, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme. I feel like he shined that much more playing off of himself.
I think it might have been a Jaguar MKX, but I'm not sure.
I'll look it up on my internet car database. But
I mean, it's interesting. There is an awful lot of British, because it's Hong Kong, I guess. There's a lot of British and European limos as opposed to American ones.
Keely Child's blunt, but he's got a point. Yeah, we would accept that ownership too. We'd straight up own that ownership.
There's apparently a Daimler limousine in it too, and a Bentley Mark 6. Looking at the internet info.
I gotta say, Uncle Frank is rocking a nice do with the stash too. He even has a little bit of that 007 look to him too. Like,
he looks a little bit like Sean Connery, right?
Well, like if 007 or even like an agent, a 00 agent, ever had like a stash, he'd have, and he also had a good shot too. Like a lot of the guys, like he went into there as one guy initially.
That's the Jaguar. That is a Jaguar.
I was gonna say ass, but
I looked up the cars. So there's a 68 Alfa Romeo 1750 Spider Veloce, a 2000 GT Veloce Alpha 1971, and then the 69 Giulia Super Spider, and then the limo is a Bentley S3 Continental. I'll put this in, and there's a lot of great old classics.
The one that was getting shot up with the plate starting AH, that's the Jaguar MKX.
Yeah, gorgeous car. Don't shoot that. Yeah.
Don't shoot
so there's a website, imcdb.org. So they have all the cars, and
I'm looking for the Toyota Celica later, and the Toyota Crown. Those will be the good ones.
Yep, right there. 1990,
There's the Volvo too.
The Suzuki Sam. Yep. A Riley.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
a Riley.
Those samurais.
Incredible
used to
cars.
Have a samurai.
Yeah.
I like those cars, Jenny. These
Also,
are
they were-
nice cars. Oh, woo! That's a shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Then our main bad guy, man, when he took that, he literally took a shot to the face. He just gets right back on like he's the Undertaker. I was just like, jeez, man. What Moon was his name? What a name! How original, Moon. Moon. Oh, I love it.
Moon had a minor flesh wound.
Well, Bolo Young and John Claude, this is what did like 4 or 5 movies together, because it was at their Bloodsport that they actually straight up became like homies.
Yeah,
and
and
it was,
actually,
like, of a bromance between the two.
well, yeah, to the point that it was like Jean-Claude Van Damme almost refused to do this without him. Like this specific movie, he was all like, "No, you have to cast Bolo, or I'm not doing this." And they were like,
I'm
"Fine."
glad. I'm seriously so glad that he did bring it here, because like even though when I noticed, I'm like, hey, that looks like that guy from Bloodsport. Oh, you know what? Who cares? I can roll with that, because he's an intimidating son of a bitch. Like he's got he's got the cool one eye, and the dude's super shredded. And he makes even though John Claude is shredded, he makes John Claude like right next to him comparably. He makes him look tiny. So I was just like, dude, what a monster of a man. I'm sure he's still a monster of a man today, I'm sure.
Yeah. Bolo, I mean, he'd been around a long time from the early 70s. He was in Enter the Dragon with Bruce Lee as one of the students, if I remember correctly. So he had quite a geez. Yeah. Geez. Yeah, I tried this in high school.
This is classic 90s workout attire. It was a tough time to grow up in the 90s. Yeah,
it was.
The outfits were a little bit high cut there. Yeah, so
yo, why are you talking? Like, I'm enjoying this, and like now you just like, man,
you just ruined it. Take the overlay off. The computer just froze.
You don't have to remind me that this lady's like 70 years old now. Okay,
Well,
you
don't worry.
don't have to do that.
Hey, I can ruin it for you with Mad Martigan and Jean-Claude Van Damme tights.
That's horrifying. That's horrifying. It's like a really cheap face-off.
It's funny how his body changes so much over the years.
He needs to go to a dietitian. Oh, now that I believe 100%. When Chuck Norris says "do," you do.
Yeah,
man. Blanket bingo.
See, that's so much better than what we were just looking at. Damn, that's like instant trauma healing, bro. Dang, nice. You're not wrong, Stephen M.
You could have, but you didn't.
We had to see it, so now you have to see it.
You have to see it, Stephen. You will never forget. Never forget.
Jeez, yo.
You'll wake up in the middle of the night with those images in your head.
Screaming.
Is it Rob that I read Rob Altus's comment in the Acolyte song, "The Power of Onesies"? Oh, my face hurts. I'm gonna die on my own stream again. I'm gonna die more than Kenny ever did in South Park. Oh damn. And you know what's very noble is Van Damme's choice of attire as well. He is the blue like professional wrestler outfit with the pink and version of yoga pants, and he does a split, and all the legs are all
beautiful, doing well.
He looks like an instructor for a porno.
And then it starts out like that. You know, stretching is so important. Yeah, I bet he'll stretch you out. Real nice.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these ladies he actually fucked. I'm just saying,
all of them.
Because Jean-Claude Van Damme, he had a reputation back in the day. He's probably not any different. He just probably has performance issues at this point. But I'm just saying, like, he probably nailed all of these chicks.
I can do the splits, no problem.
Not enough bleach.
I have to clip that scene.
Yeah.
The way he rolls his hips here. Let me clip that right
Yeah. I was about to say, I didn't realize that it was Jean-Claude Van Damme that invented twerking.
Right? Right.
Oh, my face
Goodness
hurts
gracious.
so bad. It's a good thing Uncle Frank comes in and
how
ruins the
old was
fun.
Jean-Claude Van Damme when he made this movie?
Probably. Well, he's supposed to be 20. Him and his twin brother are supposed to be 25. Is it fitting that his name is Chad? This version of his name is Chad because he's an actual Chad. Nowadays, that's like a terminology that's used.
Right.
Oh,
I think he was born in 1960, and this was made in what, 91?
91. So he would be 31 when this was theatrically released. So only 5 years older from when he shot the movie. You know what? We've seen many 30-year-olds play 18-year-olds. I'd say this was a lot more believable. 5 years is fair enough, right? I can roll with the 5. Easy, but man, that outfit. And the fact that he was in Beverly Hills, California, I was like, wow, way to further the California stereotype of California boy with the outfit. I was like, wow. And apparently, JCVD says one of his things for the dual role was he wanted to show what his actual personality is, which is more of what Chad is. Alex is basically the personality that people perceive him to be. So that was the reason for the duality of the two roles. And no
Take
one
your black silk underwear and go back to Disneyland.
Is it, dude? And that dude, look at how he puts on big shit.
So I'm like, oh, we're going to Hong Kong. Let me get my hot pants. Yes.
Is it fitting
that one stick out?
We go to a movie that's in China, and Donald Trump is referenced in this movie. I was like, China. That's the first thing I thought when the lady mentioned, like, do people in New York know who Donald Trump is? I thought, China. Yeah, we're not going to a hotel. I remember when they showed the shots of Alex, it looked like he was like a long-haired Van Damme. Did you notice that too, any of you guys? Or was that just?
I thought his hair seemed different, but when you actually look at it,
besides the slick backness, it looked like he actually had long hair. When they were saying, "Hey, I think this is your brother," or Uncle Frank thought it was his brother, he didn't tell him at this point. He just said, "Oh, okay, I think that's him. I think we found him." It looked like in that shot that he had long hair.
It kind of, I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Well, no, we know he does when they show him, because obviously it's coming up here, but from the shot, I was like, oh, okay. Oh, they end up like not having long hair. I guess it was just a misconception of what I got. Just
the goiter on that one guy's face. Oh my gosh. Like, holy crap.
Say that again, loiter?
Dude, look at that guy's face right there. Oh my gosh. He's got this big old thing on the side of his face, and I can't get my head out of my brain. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're getting at. Yeah,
I can't get that out of my mind now. What is that? Oh my gosh. It's not the tumor.
It's not the right Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's not the right one. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
As we know, Matt does have experience with inflatables.
This is the nomad's land. This is a nomad's land where this happens.
And there she is. Oh
God! What?
Alona, I think is her name.
Well, Danielle Wild is her character, and Danielle Wild is her character's name. Alona Shaw or Alana Shaw. I couldn't tell you the pronunciation, but it's Alona or Alana Shaw.
Honestly, she's one of my favorite blondes. Like, just in general.
Yeah. Did you feel touched when you saw this performance? When you were a wee lad.
It moved me, my friend.
You were living vicariously through Chad here, where he says, very nice. Yes.
And then she's all like, yeah, look at those pink shorts. Just,
oh.
And he's all like, ooh, I'm going to get laid for no reason. I don't know what's going on right now, Dirk.
I like how she's like, oh, what else do you have in here? And she strays up, pulls down a zipper, and he's like, she's like, silk underwear. And then Chad's like, keep going. More surprises. Yeah. Big surprise. Huge surprise.
Huge.
Which I thought you were going to cue the clip from Hong Kong with Brendan Lee.
Well,
you have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
So speaking of dicks,
you have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
Huge. Huge. It's gigantic. Gigantic.
Back in the old days, there were Johnsons as far as the eye could see.
And what a lovely sight it was.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, no.
I love Police Story. Oh, Brad Young, you're asking the important question. This if Showdown Little Tokyo or a new movie today, that would be the actual question. Oh,
God
he's
help
your
us.
brother. Alex is. See, no, think it was RJ mentioned today, said he didn't feel like there was enough differentiation. I feel like there was, and it wasn't just his appearance, but I feel like their attitudes were vastly different. I felt as like you couldn't help but distinctify the two. And my girlfriend hadn't seen this movie before, so she was like, and I didn't tell her that he was doing both roles. She's, and now all of a sudden, near the end, like, later on, she's like, hold on. Are those two twins? I'm like, yeah. She's like, hold on. Is he actually play both roles? I'm like, yeah.
Are they identical twins in every way?
Well, I can tell you about the Wang. I mean, but what's with the mark on his freaking forehead, man? On Alex's forehead? Jeez, it looks like he got like a big old bruise right then and there.
Well, I mean, Hong Kong's a rough place when you're a street gangster, so maybe he got whacked in the head by Jackie Chan at some point, or
Jackie Chan would be a perfect man. We haven't done a Jackie Chan movie in a while. We got to do another one again because we've only done hold on, Police Story. I mistook Police Academy for Police Story. Police Story, and we did Rumble in the Bronx.
Maybe he's banging his head because all the doorways are shorter.
Oh, yeah. Alex has an obsession with cigars, and now that I see it too, I can't now. I feel like I see on my right Jean-Claude Van Damme, but on my left I don't see Jean-Claude Van Damme again. Who I see is Rob Van Dam, for those ECW people out there.
Oh yeah,
the 40 plus in chat. Because I remember when I first saw a Rob Van Dam, and I was so blown away by his like 5-star frog splash and him doing the Rob Van Dam. And man, I couldn't think it. Oh man, he looks just like Jean-Claude Van. He had to have been told all his life that he looks still like him. Now I can't help but see him in this movie. I feel like it's JCVD versus RVD in this movie is what I get. Because that looks like Rob Van Dam right there. Because RVD did have the hair put back to all the time.
He did, yeah.
His hair would only come undone when he would do like the high rise maneuvers where he would jump off the top rope, and he would do all those awesome moves because he was so good. He's very acrobatic. So it just looks like it's just Rob and not John too. Oh man! Well, you want some real action, tough guys? Oh man! There you go. Phantom Monster. Yeah, the whole
it's a hell of a shirt.
Oh yeah, yeah. And when he went to WWF, the whole damn show. Yeah, who am I? Yes, God, yeah, straight up. You guys don't know. Do your homework on him. Oh, RJ Gonzo, you never put that together? Oh, what? Probably look at photos
we are
right
here
now
to
side by
enlighten.
side. Seriously, it's
now he's going to show him his junk.
Zach Moore. I don't know who Zach Morris is. Do you guys know who Zach Morris is?
I feel like I should, but I'm not right off the hand.
Well, I'm retarded, so I don't know who.
We know.
It's just like
Morris.
I found a special feature on
It's
the
from Saved by the
director's
Bell.
cut that I got to show here.
Play it. Plug it.
You ready? So this is special director's cut feature.
Okay. Maybe you should relax now. Okay? Slowly close your legs. Ooh, beautiful. Doing well.
She really could have done with a bit more razor work, I think, though.
Man. Wow. I officially fucking hate you.
Yeah, apparently Zach Morris was in Saved by the Bell.
Start your boners.
I know. You killed my boner, Mark. You killed my boner forever. Probably not forever, just until I see another hot chick. But still.
I just will try to figure out what he's wearing there. What the hell is he wearing?
It's like a pink
It was a hairier time. That would be called the 70s.
It's a blouse. It's not a shirt. It's a blow.
He got it. He got it while he was clubbing in San Antonio.
That's true. Has he got padded shoulders in it?
Probably.
Oh,
That's a hard fact, but let's do it. Yeah. You're not wrong.
oh,
Prepared to be boarded and searched. We are going to give you crack and crevice search. Yes.
And more nice cars on top of it, man. You guys did have a point about that. Like for a movie that was so low budget at the time, they really got a hold of like the goods as far as the cars went. Like, and it wasn't like just one. There was like what 5, 6, 7 of them we've seen.
It was about a dozen or more. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Hong Kong fashion police. They've seen his shirt and they're coming.
Yes.
They're coming to take him away.
Okay. Have you ever noticed how much Jean-Claude Van Damme seems to enjoy punching guys in the dick?
He does.
Or like hitting them in the dick somehow. Like, because right there, he's like, I'm going to smash your testicles with this steel briefcase. Fuck you. And like, I've seen him do that in a lot of movies.
It's certainly a real effect. It's an effective move. I mean,
you're not wrong.
It's guaranteed to put you out of action.
Hey, that's Culture Casino's line. Culture Casino. So yes, for those not in know, this was based on Alexandre Dumas. Sounds like dumbass. Dumas's novel. Richard lightly touched on earlier, the Corsican Brothers. It was even the working title, but it was originally supposed to actually be in France, actually. Not
France and Corsica.
It's probably a lot easier to obtain permits in Hong Kong than it is in
You
France.
can shoot people for real in Hong Kong.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're all like, "Oh, you mean we don't need stunt doubles? Sweet, call Alec Baldwin."
Dude, speaking of Alec Baldwin, so there's this local ice cream shop in my state, and we went there to go get ice cream, and as we were getting ice cream, I saw a photo of Alec Baldwin on the wall, and I'm like, I gotta go look at that. Now, I'll send you either a text or a gilded DM on it, and it was out. He was at this ice cream joint. And he signed his name on a shirt and he wrote, "There's a good selection here." I was like, wow.
Your ice cream was very cold. Thank you very much, Alec Baldwin. Yay!
Nice going, my ass. Oh, well, yeah, it's always nice going. What are you trying to tell us that we don't know Jean-Claude Van Damme? I mean, are the binoculars the ass goggles? Like, go back to the goggles. It was like they're shaped like Jean-Claude's ass. You never look at binoculars the same way.
Yeah, looking through a pair of binoculars always gets a rise out of Mad Martigan.
Yeah, it does. It does. You're not wrong. He's all like, "This reminds me of something. I just can't really put my finger in it."
Figure it out.
On it.
What's Bond doing?
I think he's attempting re-entry, sir.
Yeah, buddy. Coming in hot.
Well, if
Just gonna
anything,
ditch
this
these
car
cars
is pulling out hot. Mike T says, "Show the fights." If Mark is able to snatch a clip or two, I will let him do it. And for those who are catching the show on the replay, if this stream does get hit with any things where it's silent or something's missing, it's because I have to edit out for the sake of our live show. Mark, yeah, if you got like a few 10, 20-second clips, you're welcome to do it. You don't have to. But
Yeah, I'm
just
doing
letting you
another
know, I
clip
will.
right
I
now.
will. I'm just letting you know, I will allow it. If I have to trim it out, I'm
Okay.
willing to do it. So you do have my permission to show Jean-Claude delivering some moves. We're doing it for the fans.
Do it.
Yeah.
I just
Do
want to
it.
point out that they just basically turned those cars into like sea mines, kind of, and then they just got away. Like the Chinese Marine police couldn't just pull around a burning car floating. Like, I know ineptitude is a thing, but I mean,
You don't know
I
how
was thinking
strong
the
that
same
current
thing.
was.
like, oh my gosh, that is an environmental hazard. We must stop and take care of burning car. Let them go away. They shoot at us if they not nice people.
Dude.
Because the ocean's very small there, so yeah, they
ocean
they
very
couldn't
small.
go
We
around.
catch them later.
Speaking of Seagal, I was watching interview promos for this movie, and it's so interesting to see how fondly he speaks of Steven Seagal in their interview, because Steven Seagal absolutely cannot stand him. And he was, it is something. What's this supposed to do? Make my dick? Oh, that's a clip we need to say. We got to add that to the Pantheon, Mark. That's the clip right there.
Which one was that? I was clipping another thing. What did he say there?
He said, "What's it supposed to do? Make my dick bigger?"
Yeah.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Yeah.
My tunnel. Yes, your tunnel, lovely. Yes.
Okay. So what were we? Oh, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Steven Seagal. Yeah. Steven Seagal absolutely cannot stand him. But it was interesting because when I was watching this clip, I was learning about how Van Damme. Some of us know on the panel chat that he came here to the country from Belgium. Yeah, Belgium. And he was looking for work, had his struggles, and he was talking about how, he said he feels like he succeeded in the American dream. And he said it was actually the best when he had other guys doing martial arts movies, because he said he felt like he needed to do better when there's other guys, whether it was Seagal or Jackie Chan, doing martial arts movies, because he felt like to him, he does his best when he knows he's got competition. And that's something I was like, wow. I feel like that's a lesson Hollywood could learn, that competition is actually great for the market. It inspires people to want to do the best, because and that's a good point, because not only do we get a bunch of action hero movies at the time, but a lot of them, some of them were intertwined with martial arts, but then there's some that were pretty much exclusively martial arts. Martial arts is just, man, I miss the era of endless martial arts flicks. It was God, every other movie way back when. Nowadays, we get some once in a while. Of course, we got the great Cobra Kai, but now it's just so much more rarer, though. I mean, right? Am I right?
You are.
There's our man, dude, with that ugly scar on his face. Dude, that is one ugly motherfucker. As Arnold would say from Predator, you are ugly. I want to be the very best. The best ever was. Yeah, no, it's just cool. And Van Damme seems like he's definitely a very grateful guy. I know Gabe El-Taib. I think he did a Van Damme show. I can't remember which movie he did, but he actually was able to get a hold of his stunt double. And talk to his stunt double, Gabe El-Taib, because he does a show with if you know who Jericho Green is. He did a show with Jericho Green, and they got to talk to a stunt double. It seems like the guy was a really cool guy, and someone who was really said that Jean-Claude is really, really serious about his movies. Hold on, guys.
He is gone. Mark, are you still there?
Oh, I'm here. Yep. Did you lose me?
No, just checking. Just felt if you ever felt like sharing any.
No, I'm working on one. I'm working on a clip right now. That's why.
All right, I know. Okay.
I mean, I'm working on another director's cut right now.
Oh, right, okay. No, I've got a few clips as well, but I know you're busy.
Let's put that in. Yeah, here we go. JC, what a dancer. What a guy. Yep. It's got all the right moves.
More, but have you got the punch in the groin one from
No, I didn't have time. I didn't have time. I'm clipping as we do the show, shall we say? Yeah. So
well, I'll just have to share that at some point with you then.
If you got that, I'll get it too. Yeah, I'm working on another.
Oh yeah,
another
you're working
director's
away.
cut, yeah, so the director's cuts usually take a lot longer to do. Yeah, but they're worth it in the end. Yeah. Good stuff. Yep. But the splits. Yeah, there's another good punch there. The splits are always awesome. The Jean-Claude Van Damme splits are
the best.
Just classic. Yeah. And then they do the Super Bowl commercial little little while ago, a couple years ago, with him doing the splits between the truck or something? Or was it
Yes,
Super Bowl or
2
something
trucks.
else? Yeah.
Yeah, between a couple of Volvo semi-tractor trailers to advertise how smooth a Volvo truck
It
is.
just reminds me too much of the movie The Hitcher to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, Vince is wants to know how long the director's cut. Well, it doesn't last that long because Matt is in it, so he doesn't have
Thanks,
stamina.
guys. Sorry, kids thought they saw something, and you know how kids are, especially.
No, it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude
I
Van
hope they're-
Damme sighting.
hope they're not watching this stream.
No, they definitely. Yeah, this would be.
Oh, they're going to
horrifying.
see something.
This would probably be more horrifying than whatever could be. No, everything's fun, but dude, that was a split.
Yeah, and in that case, he paid for the split.
He paid for the split, and man, he got mollywopped pretty good for this first fight. Like, it was like, I'm surprised this big guy here didn't really have any major fight, because he feels like he would have been like a Frank Nitti type of guy. What a shocking development.
I guess it could be winter, but I was pretty sure it was hot and humid in Hong Kong. And look at the amount of clothing these people are wearing.
Well, there's some scenes that like where it's day and then it's night really quick, so time doesn't really line up. We'll just say
This is why Chad wears women's blouses. It's a lot more comfortable.
He's got a big chest too, so I mean.
Sounded really. Wow, Mark, that was.
This is just a crazy Tuesday night show. What do you right?
There's no sense in going off half-cocked.
Oh my God, the cock.
Bottoms up.
That will never get old. The bottoms up from 70. Oh, dude, stop that right there. I'm in Frank.
Who's in Frank?
No, you just go back where he says, I'm in Frank all the way. Yeah.
All right, well, we could work with that one too.
Oh, what a special show tonight. Especially
if you use that male enhancement. Once you use that male enhancement, yeah, so that's what happens, yeah.
I had heard that Jean-Claude Van Damme wasn't very happy with the other Jean-Claude Van Damme's acting in this.
Yeah, he did make a comment that he seemed like kind of a selfish prick.
That's right. And he wouldn't talk to me. He wouldn't talk to me.
I always figured Van Damme will always be pleased when it comes to working movies. I mean, he gets to play with himself the most, more than others.
This is
why
where
would he not be pleased?
We're definitely expecting some scissoring here.
Yeah.
Oh, from the
this was just before its
the
time.
assassin lady.
If this movie was made today, man, there'd be some scissoring
There
going.
would be. Actually, I think Chad's jealous of them. He wants to wear both of their sets of clothing.
Actually, Alex could carry off Dragon Lady's black leather better.
He could. That's the two of them should be swapping clothes with the two ladies there. Oh dear.
This has got to be just the nicest, most wholesome home sweet home house. I mean, I'm sure this is definitely not like this is not only a safe spot, but when we make food, there might be some cobwebs in there, guys, and the cobwebs will be fine. It's drenched in like Alfredo sauce. It's okay. We're gonna bond. We're gonna be a family,
hotel.
guys.
This really does look like an abandoned hotel as well, like a real abandoned.
It does. It looks like it's
Yeah.
probably one of those like hotel chains that China did something to it, which is very oddly prophetic. It looks like China's just like, yeah, well, we don't need all this.
I was under the impression many years ago that Hong Kong is just the city and the harbor, but there's a lot of islands and a lot of land outside of the main town and main city of Hong Kong.
And there's actually a lot of abandoned buildings. Even back in the 90s, there was a lot of abandoned buildings. So there's a possibility this was actually an abandoned building.
Looks like it, yeah.
I mean,
Pretty
they
good
probably
setting.
didn't have to do much work.
No, it's
Yeah,
a
that
good
would have
setting.
saved a lot on set dressing.
Yep. I wonder how Jean-Claude Van Damme reacts when he walks through a spider web with his face. That's how you get the true test of a man, you know. Because if they walk through it and they're all like, "Oh my god!"
Start screaming.
You know. But if they walk through it and they're just like, "Damn it, whatever." Like, what do you think he's like?
I truly believe, in my black heart of hearts, he probably doesn't really budge at spider webs. And that could be me being overly optimistic, thinking because I don't want to think of Van Damme as a lesser of a man, but I truly believe that I'm sure there's some things that he probably was just like not wild about. It's like, oh, great, that. But I don't think that's one of them. If I had to take a good solid guess, I don't think that's one of them.
If I had to take a guess at his secret quirk that nobody knows about, it's probably like snot makes him vomit. Like, you know, when his children sneeze and there's boogers all over their face and then they lick it, he'd throw up.
I was going to say his own snot or somebody else's snot.
JCVD walks through a spider web and the spider apologizes.
It's choking on vomit, somebody else's vomit.
Hey, take care, Toy. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for listening,
Yeah.
man. I do appreciate it, sir. Cheers.
Hail and goodbye.
Oh, I did find that other special clip on the director's cut. So here we go.
Ooh.
I can do the splits, no problem. Back and forth.
The only thing missing from that is the large black device affixed to the floor behind him.
That's only in your fantasy. Said. Forgot how dirty you folks are.
That was very wrong.
But it was freaking hilarious.
Matt seemed to like it.
Wow.
He doesn't want any women in these movies, so
right.
There's some things, you know.
In this movie, okay, those 10 clip Berettas that he's firing right there, at one point he fires 60 rounds out of them without reloading.
This is the days when nobody reloaded ever.
Thank Mark for that, Stephen M. Kellell. You can thank Mark for that.
That was one of the biggest consistent flubs of this movie was that they had the standard Hollywood unlimited magazine on everything.
Well, that was the 80s. They all had guns unlimited.
Now, dude, if I were to make a movie these days, I would make it a requirement that there's no reloading.
Oh, it just wastes time. Just
just period. Like, there's no dramatic scenes where anybody reloads. Nobody ever touches the magazine release. They just they're going at it the whole time.
That's right. Forget all this John Wick training stuff. Just shoot.
Everybody's got unlimited bullets.
Keep blasting.
Period. That would be a requirement of my action movie. Dude standing there with an AK-47, just like. Like an hour and a half.
At what point does the orangutan come into the movie?
Well, yeah, he's got an unlimited ammunition rocket launcher. Duh. He's just like, yeah, it's gonna be like a video game, but better.
Yes.
Dude, imagine, I wish there was a double impact video game. Like he could come with he could do the Jean-Claude Van Damme ass shake. He could do the Jean-Claude Van Damme dance. He could do the Jean-Claude Van Damme split.
Dude, and it could be one of those old school side scrollers.
Oh, dude.
Where like the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle games and fighting force and stuff where it's just you, you're Alex and Chad just going through the streets, just whoosh, and then, when you beat the level, he does the booty shake thing.
It's
The
interesting,
film
though.
No, there is a video game.
Is there?
The film contains multiple similarities to the Double Dragon video game series,
love that game.
including the concept of martial artist twin brothers and the archetypes of several lesser villains such as Bolo Young's Moon as a proxy for Abobo and Roper, including lifting oil drums and throwing them, and Corey Everson's Kara as a proxy for Linda, though she uses a knife in place of a whip. So,
got it.
Yeah, there is.
I love
there
that
is a
game.
video game series that
Right.
bears a
On
certain
the
just had to go back and play.
technicality, yes.
Double Dragons. What's up? Did you ever see the Double Dragons movie? I'm sorry, that's completely unrelated to this.
I don't think so.
Not sure.
I'm genuinely just.
It was not. If I'm remembering this movie correctly, it was not something worthy of attention. That's
Oh,
for sure.
Cappuccino coming in with a fun fact.
Oh, I have seen
says,
it, but I haven't seen it since back in the day. when it
We
was
almost
released.
got Tia
Yeah.
Carrere in the movie as Alex's girlfriend. They screen tested her.
So we would've
I'm
seen her
sure
in,
they did. I'm sure.
That time, I heard you coming.
Wow. Noisy comers. Ladies don't really like noisy comers. Just saying.
Well, maybe that's true, but you know what was the best part of that clip? Was Dolph Lundgren's smile on his face when she said that. If you took a notice of that, Corey, it's a smile that completes that clip because he's just like, he's kind of got that big, ridiculous, like, big smile. He's like, yeah.
I'm just
You
going to
like-
say the dragon lady right there.
The red hair?
Okay. Yeah, the red head.
The one who actually when you actually watch her
Buy the
fight,
double?
guys, you actually can buy it that it's happening.
Well, I like the fact that the ladies looked appealing back then. They weren't just the gigantic like blobs of.
Well, they weren't
tons of
she-mans.
blubber, you
They
know?
were she-mans who were or little midget girls who could now magically fight every guy on the planet.
Well, yeah, I don't really like the idea of a 4-foot tall lady that weighs 780 pounds.
The boss
doing
would
a
like
flip
to
kick.
thank you personally. No, you got to do it now. You got to come to the room. He would like to thank you. Come on. Like it. He also was like, wow, that guy comes off like a whitey bitch. He wants to thank you, man. Oh, hey, it's Tom. Double Van Damage. Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
dude. Tom, you have missed out on a hell of a show, sir. I hope next week when you come in for next week, we'll have some fun because this has been a show of survivors, that's for sure. And have I got Blackwire? No, but I will add it to it just for you, Vince. I will, because that's the ultimate combination. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren together. Oh, okay.
It's always an interesting time.
I mean, you got you have missed many assets. Well, unfortunately, Jean-Claude Van Damme doesn't really show it much in this movie outside of his blue yoga pants early on. So I do apologize, Raisy Fingers. I know even John can't please everyone all the time. And we will get to Inferno. Oh, we're going to come. And it's going to be huge. Cognac. I love how they're just a bunch of big old bombs.
It's just biggest bombs.
Boxes.
Boxes and boxes of bombs. See, it's difficult to get cognac smuggled in, but bombs, that's easy.
Yeah.
Oh, is she going to get JCVD to dance? That would be okay. He can dance.
Dance
Like
with
Sean
a-
Connery.
Oh, you are very handsome man. I like how at first he's kind of like,
He's like, oh, yeah.
Like
that.
also he also like he's just like, oh, I'm a stud. Oh, I gotta lean in on this one. And then his night gets ruined because the party starts.
Yeah.
Look, man. Our boys came in dressed like just in class. Oh, Christian, who's been a member for 10 months, says huge 69 Slayer. What's up, Christian? How you doing, dude? Nice to see you here. Good to see more of the dudes piling on in here. My guess is Tom's show with Darmuth. I can't pronounce his name yet. He's a much smaller channel. I know Tom was doing a show with him, and it was a very straight show from what I know. So don't get any weird ideas, guys. Unlike this guy, that guy wanted a weird idea. You could see it on his face, and it blew up in his face for him having a look. Look at that body.
Drinking is bad for you.
Drinking is bad.
Yeah, look what can happen if you drink the wrong things.
What's it supposed to do? Make my dick bigger?
I love that awkward.
That's
laugh.
right.
It's great.
She's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to laugh at that, because if I laugh at that, am I acknowledging my boyfriend's brother's dick? How do I? So it's like a big conflict of interest for her, because it's definitely not a lack of conflict of interest. It's definitely of interest. I mean, she did do the unbuttoning.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you should relax now. Okay? Slowly close your legs.
Ooh, beautiful. Doing well.
Just in case Tom missed it.
I can completely block out the beginning of that and then just enjoy the rest. I mean, honestly, I will not be brought down by the likes of you, Mr. D.
Don't you underestimate the mark. He will always find a way to top himself.
It's like, how can I make this incredibly lovely ass an incredibly lovely lady?
He's gonna succeed
as gay as possible. Anyway, God.
Ghostbusters.
And he's just like, I love how many kicks he throws in tuxedo pants. Like, okay, either they were action jeans, if you don't know what those are.
Oh, Chuck Norris action jeans. Oh, we
do
specialize. Hold on, let me dig for my photo here. I should have it here.
Tuxedo pants with him kicking like that. I mean, I'm sorry, they don't accommodate you kicking.
Corey, it's not. He's wearing one of these one-piece tuxedos, like a Bond, where you rip the thing off in one go, and it's just a loincloth underneath.
All right. For those not in the know in the chat, there once upon a time there's action jeans, which would explain a lot about Chuck Norris's amazing movies. I mean, to be fair, he don't need no pants to do them, but it makes his legs look more badass and cool.
Have you ever tried to do a high kick in jeans, bro?
No.
It doesn't matter how recently you've rubbed one out, you crush your nuts. All right.
Yep.
It just moves you. Okay. Action jeans are great for like looking like you're wearing jeans but doing martial arts.
It sounds like you've attempted this.
I have numerous times made the mistake of high kicking in the wrong pants.
Corey
all
has
right.
crushed these
Did
nuts
you
a
rip
number
the
of
crotch
times.
hole open? You're like, oh, my balls.
Yeah.
Like, blue jeans and blue jeans and cheap hotels have one thing in common: no ballroom.
Right. Word.
So maybe Chuck Norris needs to get a line of action jeans again.
He does.
I'd buy a pair.
I will buy a dozen. Right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd buy like a lot.
Then Corey can high kick all day long.
Damn right, dude.
I love it. Seriously, we need to make friggin' action jeans great again. We need to go all in on that,
dude. Like, look at that, $20 for a pair of those jeans. I know that was kind of a lot back in the day, but
nah, dude, it's fair price. All right, so
I would buy it.
Christian Delorme, a Canadian 5, says, I just finished work, enjoying a couple beers, and with the stellar panel, of course I'm here. Well, we do have Sir Talkslot here, which really brought us great meal enhancement tonight, so we could thank him for that. Chuck Norris once went to a feminist rally. He came back with a sandwich and his shirt ironed. I've heard that one. Still worthy of the laughs. I mean, that's.
Oh, are we missing the scissoring?
Yeah, we got. I'm rewinding.
Oh,
now.
okay. Yeah, let.
And this is actually Corey Everson, and she won Miss Olympia 6 years in a row.
She looks like
Renna Everson.
She looks like a Corey.
female.
I would allow her to dominate me in ways that are not sanctioned by the Catholic Church. I'll tell you that much.
So if she's a Corey and you're a Corey, would that be self-pleasuring?
No, it'd be all my pleasure. I guarantee it. With a woman like that, you don't last long. Give me a break. Dude, look at that.
She spent all day shining those.
TV Chow is feeding the ducks again.
I was gonna say, I think there's a rising in the chat about it. I can let you go.
Her pupils are dilating. Oh my, she's enjoying it. No, just kidding.
Nice blue eyes, yeah.
See,
look at those eyes. Yeah.
You can't get away with scenes like this in modern movies.
Well, you could.
They
wouldn't
only
be
in a Disney
women.
movie.
No, exactly. They'd either be really ugly or then there'd be a bunch of people screaming that they're just objectifying women again. Be like, so what?
But this is 2 women, so it's okay, right? That's just like Smell the Glove. If it had been the Spinal Tap guys on the leash.
Yeah, what's the L in LGTV? I mean, LGBT.
Well, we did have Wonder Woman give unconsensual sex to a guy who was not Steve Trevor in Wonder Woman 84 as well. Don't forget that. That can you imagine if a guy did that in a movie?
Oh my God.
Even in the 80s, I still think that would be questionable. Don't get me wrong. Obviously, there's a lot more leeway, a lot more at the time. But if there's one thing I think that would be considered questionable, I think that would be one of them. Maybe I'm wrong, but
no, that was what was so shocking about the Death Wish sequels, especially 3.
I mean 2 is the worst of it.
Oh, yeah, 2 is the worst of them.
Nick,
yeah,
I just want to take a minute and thank you again for letting me come here tonight, because this is a wonderful time right now, bro.
I just stop right here.
This part of the movie is taking a lot longer than I remember.
Right?
Yes.
I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you gotta do dirty like that, bro? Oh my gosh. Man, this is a nice ass and you're just ruining it. Gosh.
Well, it's been good hanging out with you on the Toxic of Tuesdays again. It feels like it feels like old times again. You know what?
I'll be around more often. So
hey, you know I want you to come.
Chippendale star attraction, Mr. Nicholas, better known as Nick the Dick.
Nick the Dick.
Oh, and I don't think Corey's seen this one yet.
Tom, I'll DM you the movie right now in our group chat. What it is for next week, because I want to still save it for our chat. So I'll send it right now in our group message. Yeah, you can now bring it back up to speed, Mark. I know it'll disappoint the men, but yeah, let's bring it back up to speed, because we got 2 great fights that we need to get to.
Yeah,
one is a very drunken one, and the other is just straight up mayhemic action. And well, our boy Alex, man, this movie pretty much becomes Alex's movie. The second hour of the movie, it pretty much becomes his movie, because Chad gets that phone call, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey guys, where are you? Hey, she needs to be picked up," and he can't find anyone. And Alex assumes the worst immediately. And you know what? Chad goes through a bit of an action scene, but Alex, though, I feel like Alex really becomes a star, though, in this movie, because he does some toxicity and has great action movies. We saw him go through a character arc in 1 hour in this movie, in this second half of the movie. This was like his story, the second half. I mean, I feel like Chad got lessened. Any guys feel any different for the second half?
No, I'd agree with you.
And I personally feel like Alex was a more powerful performance from
John
Van Damme.
Well, it's a special visual from.
Well, I get that. It's just Chad, like whenever he tries to play like a bit more timid / mild character that is being thrown into a violent world kind of thing, he always seems to fall a little short in my mind. But when when he's a hardened asshole that just really wants to fuck people up, I really enjoy those roles.
I'm just glad you kept contending that they're hardened ass.
Yeah. You can't get past the hardened ass, bro. You can't.
I was actually kind of scared for a second you were gonna stop there. I was like,
bro, they have to custom make his pants so they like accentuate extra, because they're all like, yeah, no, it's like we need like just a little extra right here.
His face looked like, Corey, did you just say hardened ass?
Yeah, he's very happy about it. Look at that. It's like, oh, they caught me.
Oh God.
Oh,
God.
He's looking for his dick. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes when they're looking down like that, you're like, what is he staring at his penis?
Well, she did kind of like get all weird about the jean stuff earlier on in the movie with the unzipping of the pants, and Alex walked into the room, and I guess I could see why. I mean, Alex kind of he may have overreacted, but I could see why he at least was like, ugh, like mad about it to begin with, because it's just like, I come into you unzipping guy's pants just because the guy looks like me. And she probably just thought he went through a weird, I don't know, phase. The dude, the dangerous boots. He's the guy that Alex is gonna give a molly whopping to later in the movie. But he gives you, man, he slices the guy's neck with his boots. Poor dude. That's
spurs and shit.
Oh yeah. Well, they thought they were trying to go after Chad and Danielle, and because they're hiding back in the fish tank. But there's that good escape route that they had. Oh God, this is the one scene that drove me nuts. When Alex had an awkward punch at the phone, I was like, that's a really awkward punch. And he says, I'm gonna kill him. Like, his anger was there. I was sold on his anger. I felt like how pissed he was, but when he punched the phone, the way he punched it was very awkward. Didn't you guys notice that, or am I just like, I feel like that was a really awkward punch. No one? You're all dead now?
We're all died. Yeah, we're all still laughing over the mad stuff. Yeah.
The mad
yeah,
stuff
let me tell
killed everyone.
Killed us all, yeah.
I just thought it was a really awkward
You
punch.
thought it was a weird punch? I didn't catch that, but maybe I wasn't watching carefully enough.
Well,
oh man, did he rupture the goiter when he kicked
what was that? I
I
heard
don't
some
know.
weird
That was
background
weird.
sound. Yeah, I don't know what all that jazz was. Come on, do it. I love the one guy. They all think they can outrun the Van Damme.
Unless somebody knocks over a watermelon stand, this is not a 1980s, 90s chase. Where's the watermelon stand?
I wouldn't call this a fight. Don't worry. We'll get to some of the fights, Mike T. Don't you worry, sir. Patience is a virtue. And as cliche as that comment
Hey,
is.
it's San Francisco.
All right.
Bro.
San
There she is
Francisco.
again.
Look at those legs, my God.
I know, right?
I hope she doesn't squeeze you to death.
Every man's fantasy. Okay, just saying, dying by having your head crushed by powerful thighs. While you're facing the correct direction.
What a way to go!
She's got the legs that go all the way up.
Yeah,
all the way,
all the way up,
all the way.
Oh man, Chad's about to get her wet.
On the top.
Alex isn't gonna like that. Oh man,
She was last seen in the TV show Charmed. She did one episode in 2005, and she also was in the Kevin Sorbo-led Hercules show.
Nice.
In 3 episodes as Atalanta. And she was also herself in Home Improvement for 1 episode.
Wow,
that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'm going through her resume right now. She was also in 1 episode of Lois and Clark.
Fuck,
dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
So even though it's like a dominant,
Corey's gonna go watch all those right now.
even though her resume is really dominantly TV oriented, that's a good that's like a good TV, like that's a resume to be proud of. And this will surprise no man who actually knows stuff, but she played an Amazon woman in the show. I'd say that's very fitting.
She delivered parcels.
What?
She delivered packets. She was an
Karina,
Amazon woman.
Karina Everson, Stephen M. Kellogg. Karina Everson's her name. It was when our boy Alex starts to hit up on that whiskey. I don't know why I stuttered there. I'm not Joe Biden.
Close enough. Right.
My butt's been white. Oh man.
Lion, dog face, pony soldier.
Lion, dog face, pony soldier.
Wonder if we're gonna get that tomorrow night.
Is this gonna be your? I was gonna say I'm assuming you edited the hell out of this part out because you can't show a second of that part because that part is. Ooh, yeah, it's
his
that. No,
imagination?
that I will not trim out because that might become a straight to.
You dirty.
Oh, hold on,
Hello.
hold on. That was
Hello.
Mad Martigan. Okay. Oh, sorry. I thought my heart stopped for a second. I was like, oh no. Oh, what's up going on?
When Nick sees boobs, he sees Mads.
That's right. That's all he ever sees.
I've scarred him for life. He can no longer enjoy
Ruined his
enjoy
love
boobs
life
anymore.
Oh, and I'm still paranoid. My parents. Sorry, dudes. Let me.
I don't. It's okay. We don't want to have a nip slip, but free the nipple.
90 silic.
Free the twins.
90 silic. So back to just to their glorious doom. Oh, in this case, whose package? No, seriously, whose package gets to be delivered in this one? Because you got two dudes here.
Whoa, boobs.
Switcheroony.
Switcheroony.
Well, she could indeed experience double impact.
Wow.
Wow.
How did it take us that long to get to that?
She's going to hear him coming.
Good one.
Oh,
yeah.
Almost a nip slip there. Holy,
Oh, there's a boob.
holy moly.
There's a boob. There's
Covered
a bully,
it,
bro.
covered.
There's a bully, bro.
better.
That was man.
Oh. I just
You got a boob on your show.
I like how phrasing you got a lot explaining to do, and she comes out with him. And he's like, "You got a lot of explaining to do." He re-emphasizes his same statement. Oh, and freaking Alex is drunk as shit. You know what, Alex? When it comes to alcohol,
Man's got to know his limitations.
Indeed.
straight up, man, because he was drunk. But I will say though, in his defense, not that anything he does justified, I will give him credit. One thing, he put up a damn good fight, drunk.
He did, yeah.
Seriously,
He's a drunken master.
Yeah. He's better drunk, maybe.
Yeah, actually, he kind of was the drunken master. Seriously, he put up a damn good fight. I was really impressed. I was
Did
like,
they ever explain why both of them became karate experts? I guess, as twins, they both went.
It's genetic.
Just genetic, yeah.
dude, it's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Can his brother do splits too, or just Chad?
Well, Alex is more of the punchy type, where Chad was more the guy who was all about his legs. So one guy used his lower limbs, the other guy was obsessed with his upper legs. Obviously, Chad threw a few licks here and there. Obviously, when he made that one, like right now, he's just like, I was waiting for that. Like, yeah, dude, look, that is the drunkest face right
my
there.
gosh.
Yeah, and he bitch smacked Danielle too. She's like, you're drunk. But no, it actually is a good brotherly fight. I mean, sometimes it's gotta be hard being Jean-Claude Van Damme. Sometimes you gotta you gotta try not to hurt your face, but at the same time, you're mad because you want to fuck your own face up, and you're mad at yourself. This is like the ultimate struggle is real dilemma. So whole is like, am I a bitch or am I a pussy or am I a dick or am I an asshole? Which one, or am I all of the above because I'm fighting myself?
I wonder who they used for a body double during this fight.
Maybe JCVD's stunt double. I never actually looked into it.
If you look right there, like he's got curly hair. Like
well, he looks like he's just kind of
jazz hands.
Dude, he looks drunk right there too. Like he actually looks like he's legitimately drunk, like in the shot. So I don't know if he actually got drunk or if he's just pulling off a really good drunk act.
You know, he totally was all like, "Yeah, now I get it down a fifth. Let's fight."
I wonder how that. I'm sure. I wonder if there's any actors who've actually gotten like trash drunk.
I'll bet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hell, Oliver Reed used to turn up pissed out of his mind for every film he made. Like, he was always hammered.
It's hot.
Well, he had to hang out with people in Hollywood, so of course he was drunk just to get through it.
You guys are your man. I don't have a brother. Ah! This is like their Tom Cruise, Jack Nicholson. You can't handle the truth moment.
And quit flogging the log here. What's it gonna be?
I'm in, Frank. All the way.
Oh dear.
We know. You don't have to sell us. We're in with you, bud. We are all the way in with you. Just saying.
You have the biggest dick I've ever seen on a man.
Those men wanted to have sex with me.
Well, of course they did. You're Dan Aykroyd. We got to find a back door into Hollywood somewhere.
Speaking of back doors, we never heard from Gerry. He must have a lot. He must have a lot of shit to clean up after all that backdoor action. Gerry, are you out there listening? Let us know if you're. I know once in a while you lurk, man. You can tell us even if you can't come on. You can just let us know that you're listening. I appreciate a stalker who's my friend.
Yeah, we haven't played his theme song in a while, right? I mean.
If we're gonna be
he knows the
with he was watching the stream, but then he had to like pause it and set it on a loop on the Van Damme twerk scene.
Oh,
he's stuck there. You guys shouldn't have done that because now he's stuck there forever.
I know what happened to Gerry. So, do you ever see that South Park episode where Randy Marsh and South Park all ran out of internet? So Randy Marsh and his family went to California way to get some internet. Well, he probably needed to get away from Anima. Nice lady, by the way, if you're out there, Anima, listening. Gerry just needed to get away. He still loves you, but he needed to get away for an hour or two. And he got into a secret room where he could watch the stream, knowing that you weren't watching. And the way Randy Marsh let out a giant load where he covered the entire room, I think Backdoor Gerry let it all out watching the stream the same way Randy Marsh did. I'm afraid to call motherfucker. Wait, sees the guy he originally shot. Oh, we get some sweet kills though. Luckily, the retaliation. Yeah, man, Alex, dude, he saw a spooky ghost. I mean, if we're his cum ghost, I don't know. Yeah, I think that
gotta get a shot of the biceps.
That was probably my favorite Van Damme sound when he does any move. Is
for like 3.5 minutes straight. Just bro, breathe. It's okay.
Oh,
just like, oh, you thought I was dead. I come back to haunt you, fucker.
I gotta give Frank credit. He's got even more balls than Gerry. He, no matter how much he's getting pounded, he still tells him to fuck off. Like, even though he has nowhere near the amount of strength of any of these guys, he's just basically, being Chad's adopted dad, and he still alpha about the situation. He didn't give any leeway at all, and he got his ass handed to him good in this movie. I'd say Frank was definitely a very underrated part, but very well played part, and that was
yes. He was a bodyguard. He was a bodyguard. He was a weapons
initially,
expert.
when he was younger, with the Bond haircut and everything. Yes,
exactly. And I mean, he's not a martial artist. He was the guy who could pick up anything you dropped on the ground, check it, and use it. So in that shootout scene, the assassination scene in the beginning, I mean, he when he runs out, he grabs another gun that's been dropped and keeps fighting and keeps shooting at them. So. He knows the firearm side. He's just not a martial artist, but he's got balls.
Speaking of balls, this guy had a sloppy shot over here. He's running up the hill, and he's shooting. I'm like, you couldn't even get Van Damme once.
That's what happens when you turn 16 and they just hand you a gun. Congratulations, you're in my private army now.
He has got unlimited bullets too, but they're all blanks.
Right.
So he can't hit anybody.
Protected by a little bit of plot armor, I guess.
Yeah.
Ooh, that guy's a badass. He's still smoking.
Yeah, smoking in the back room.
That was a good guy.
Oh my gosh. There's
Smoking
a big
is
scary
bad.
man right there. They said this
Smoking.
would be easy.
Because nobody told him smoking kills, as does being riddled with bullets.
Right. So does apparently so the transition from that scene that you just did there makes it look like Van Damme just bitch slaps it straight to the ground. That's how my brain interpreted that. He's all like, oh wow, smoking is bad for you. Okay. Golden glory hole. I love that shit.
Golden glory hole.
Wow. I step away for 20 seconds. I hear about the golden glory hole.
Yeah. All the Chinese guys are riding the golden glory hole.
Of course, I hear about the glory hole. Where's Toxic Man Flu? I gotta get Tox back on here.
And a knife to the throat.
Well, he realized it was his brother. He's like, oh, hey, you made it back. And that's when he went from, that's not my brother, to, well, I guess we're brothers again. That's all it took. It was a night of drunken fight and debauchery. It kind of makes sense. I mean, how many dudes that we all know or have been involved in got into a fight, and then the very next day, like, oh, that was just BS. Let's be friends or brothers.
The next day, woken up with a knife in your throat.
Oh, I'd be dead. I'd be Van Damme. Well, Alex Van Damme. Sorry, we gotta be specific here. Alex Van Damme, because Alex was obsessed with the cigars in this, whereas Chad was a lot more cleaner. Because Alex liked the smoke, he liked the drink, he liked to look like Rob Van Dam before Rob Van Dam was a thing. But Chad, though, even though he was a Chad, really clean guy with his was it baby blue yoga pants at the beginning of the movie?
And these girls' blouses. And,
it was more of a powder blue, I think.
Powder blue, yeah. Powder blue seems about right. Oh, I love this. Where's your brother? You don't like parties. What a line. You don't like.
Late for the party. Late for the party.
There's a great line. Of course we don't have to go back, but I'll just mention where when Alex like, yeah, maybe I'm drunk. Tomorrow I'll be sober, but he will always be up. I was just like, Wow.
I edited that one. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
It's in there, I think, but
Okay.
I changed. I've learned my
It
lesson.
is.
I go and I change the subtitles before I clip the movie. So I look for certain racial epithets and slurs. And I just star them out. So
I'm pretty sure I know where that quote came from too.
Churchill.
Yes,
It's a Churchill quote.
it's a Churchill quip.
In Parliament, there was a woman came up to him in Parliament in the 30s and said,
Lady asked her.
Yeah, but he asked, Mr. Churchill, you're drunk. He says, yes, I am, but in the morning I'll be sober, but you'll still be ugly.
Yeah.
Or words to that effect. Words
Well,
to that
he didn't say you'll still be. He said, yes, madam,
And
I am
you're
drunk
ugly.
and you are ugly, but in the morning I shall be sober.
That's
and then he
right,
walked away.
It's just a classic comeback.
Oh, it is. He was great with the cutting wit.
Oh, yeah.
He was.
well, here's another
So-
special feature from the movie. Here's some more.
Go
more
ahead.
clips.
I mean, Frank. All the way.
In the ass?
That's for Gerry for not being here.
Yes.
Something told me I knew you were going to put those two together. I don't know what it was, but something just felt like Mark is going to do it, and I'm going to embrace it. And then you did it.
I got it.
Yes.
What is going on with those girls in the background?
You always need backup party hosts, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Now, maybe I don't know why, but for some reason, even though when I first saw this many moons back, something told me that when Frank said that they were bluffing, I had a feeling he didn't die even before we learned that he actually didn't die. And when the guys are like, next time we'll mean it, something told me that he'd actually get shot. And I end up being like, which one of you guys actually thought Frank actually died, or were we?
So it was possible.
I mean, yeah,
it was possible.
Could it have elevated the story? Yeah, it could have, but I could see why they could have run with it. But it's cool that they just let that as was.
See, it was by the time I had seen this movie, like the whole like he didn't really die thing wasn't new to me, so I saw it coming. But I still really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, oh yeah, don't worry, we got you, man. That works out because it works out because we're nearing the and we're seeing all the sweet fights too. Oh, I love the shadow. I caught this one the shadow fight. I love this fight. This to me was Alex was getting his major redemption moment here, where he freaking beats the crap out of this guy. I love to see it, and to see him do it in slick Van Damme shadow motion too. It's like, yeah. I felt like this was him becoming a Chad at this moment in time. No Chad pun intended. You know what? Every time a guy who needs to do like a wide kick, they always have a good angle at their legs when they do it. They always
Sweep
have
the leg. Sweep the leg.
Yeah, they're always like, we got to capture the entire leg. I wonder if they all wore Ashen jeans too. Seriously, they don't look like jeans in those pants. They look like business pants.
Maybe John Claude's package isn't too big and it's okay.
One of the persistent rumors about Jean-Claude is that his unit is fairly sizable. So, just saying.
What do you mean by fairly, though?
Fairly sizable. Not quite William Dafoe size, but
Not Dolph territory. Not Dolph Lundgren
Well,
territory.
maybe slightly smaller. Definitely bigger than Arnold Schwarzenegger's juiced weenie.
Being bigger than Dolph, there's just some things that just don't happen on this planet, and
he's just too powerful.
Yeah, it's okay. There's a reason why Brandon Lee was so blown away by it when he first saw it. Yep. He was just there's many things you see on the planet, and that was one of them. And he just will never forget that moment. We got to share that moment vicariously with Mr. Lee. And well, we live that moment every Tuesday on Toxic Tuesday.
Yeah.
Endlessly on repeat.
Tell them about the Twinkie.
Yes, that face right there,
dude,
is like the epitome of I'm a psycho and want you dead. Like, he just brings the perfect amount of emotion because he's like completely flat during the entire movie, basically.
Yep.
And then now he's just like, okay, now I'm gonna let all of this internal rage
Now I have the
out
chance
now.
to crush someone with an oil drum.
And there he
Matt,
is.
And he
Matt just wanted me to pause that there.
I love how he ripped the show like, oh, that was so done.
He's just been oiled up.
Yeah.
He's just been oiled.
Hold on.
And did you notice something? Our boy here, Moon, he believes in equity, so he took his shirt off too. He's like,
did.
I could be inclusive too. I believe in equity. I'm gonna take off my shirt. So here we are.
Look at my guns
running.
here.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
he is a.
And then
he-
they had sex.
in all seriousness,
Sweet,
he
sweet
looks like a gigantic monster of a dude in this.
Dude,
like, I
he
feel like he
was
got
a-
a lot bigger from Bloodsport. Is it just me? But he feels like he became a bigger dude. Seriously, like he
probably
was a
did.
big
Pretty
dude
big
in
in
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport too. It was pretty big
Well,
in that too.
He was, but at the same time, he was probably like Jean-Claude and felt like he had to challenge himself if, he was going to keep pulling him into movies and stuff. So
They just need to stop the foreplay and get on with the sex.
We already did this in one movie. We just need to fuck already. How many more movies do we have to tease each other?
At least two.
And let's throw barrels at each other. Because why not? And let me catch
Roll
them
out
with my
the
head.
barrel. Roll out the barrel.
The physique, the brain, and the unit. Dolph is the next stage of your
They need a lot of that oil for lubricate.
Yep.
And this is true too. Yeah, he
That's a
did
nice
swim out
kick.
there.
Yeah.
Facts of life.
Nice kick.
Doug,
and there's the booty, and there's
Now he's showing him his buns. Just
that's nasty. Why? Everybody,
you could have had all this.
that was a shocking end.
And why is it they're covering that electrical panel? Where's OSHA when you need him?
That's right.
I felt like Moon was kind of low key mad that he didn't get to have a part in Jean-Claude Van Damme's Cyborg movie where everyone just screams endlessly. So he projected his screaming feelings at the end by saying, "Oh!"
Did
For those who've
anybody
seen Cyborg in the chat, you'll understand that reference.
did anybody else have a flashback to a man of a large Chinese man with a bowler hat?
Yes, I did. Goldfinger came to mind
Goldfinger.
Odd job.
in that scene. Yeah.
Odd job getting electrocuted. Yes.
Well, Vic Armstrong did work in a lot of Bond movies. Don't know if he worked on that one. The stunt director here. So.
And then here's the lady.
And there's the power thighs, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm,
He's not facing the right direction. He needs to turn around and accept his doom.
that's right. He could
Suzanne
learn,
Summers.
he
Jet
could
bike
learn to
movie.
breathe that way, though. I mean, he could have a way to breathe. I mean,
I actually thought Alex's when he turned around, I thought he was actually gonna like bite her in the vag. And then I thought he'll kill her out there. And then like he would like untie like Danielle, and then Daniel will kind of smack him gently, like I'm great. I'm happy you saved my life, but why did you have to do it at the price of biting her in the vajayjay? Think about it, they set up the angle for that perfectly for that to happen. I actually thought it was gonna happen. I mean,
And it froze.
That's
Oh,
non-consensual.
Man. Oh man.
so does that mean Alex is a Me Too victim?
yes.
He is, yeah.
Well, he's taking vengeance right now.
So
Because
even
apparently she touched his special place.
And why don't you just go take threaten the girlfriend there, with the knife? She's got the right next to the girl. It's like come one step closer, but yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Well, we got the fight. We wanted to see the fight anyway, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's true, and we get some overtime fights too, which is great as well because we get kids. Even though they got the toughest guns out of the way, literally and figuratively, it's the two head honcho bosses that they're really after, and it's fun especially Alex when you see him juking after the one guy. Like I was like, holy damn! I didn't realize he was that fast. He is freaking sprinting towards his ass. I was like, man, That is something Gerry wishes he could have in his ass. The man who could sprint that fast. Oh God. Oh. And now all of a sudden he's like, he's my brother. And all of a sudden now Alex is enthusiastic about calling him his brother. And also he now trusts Chad with his lady Danielle. See, guys, he changed his feelings. He's mine.
He's mine.
He's mine.
Run. Take your shirt off too. Taking his shirt off.
No, please no.
I want my shirtless brother to go hang out with my girlfriend so I can chase you.
Should have left the girlfriend hanging there and said, "I'll be back later. Just keep that pose."
Keep that pose.
Just stay where you are. I'll be back later.
Bro's got some mobility, man.
Oh, that's what I mean. When I was saying earlier, he was juking, like he's straight up, dude. Like, can you imagine trying to be like? Remember when ding dong ditching was a thing? You couldn't run from that. He was, you could not get away from that. That guy would.
Yeah, I mean the damn Ring doorbell ruined that. You know, the ding dong ditching now. God.
What
Got caught on camera.
Well, okay,
caught on camera now.
What you do is you sneak up to the side of the ring, and then you put a little Post-it note that has a picture of a penis on it over the camera, and then you ring the bell and you just run off. And then when so it's nothing but penis the whole time. And then like, ta-da! You've reinvented Ding Dong Ditch. Now it's literally got the dong in it.
Ding dong. Yeah.
Dong ditch.
It's a big dong ditch. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I did not see, unless there's some extended cutscene. I don't know how Chad got back on the ship.
With his legs.
Or somebody's legs.
He swam.
Someone's legs.
No, but where did he get around to swim? Because he jumps off here and then gets back into the guy's forklift, if I'm assuming correctly. I'm like, how do you get back on the ship?
Let's see if I clipped it. Let's see if they tell you here.
I don't think that they do, though. But I do love seeing this guy's hand get mangled. And as soon as his hand gets mangled, he's just like, I've never liked the guy anyway. I've never really liked. I was just like, wow, he's really
Your
trying
arm
to
would have gotten cut off in between those gears. I mean, there's no clearance there. It's like
crunchy,
I was thinking Total Recall there. You know, when they lose, the guy loses his arm. I guess it's pretty mangled, but yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah, his hand looks pretty cripply. Seriously.
But I mean, it would have been cut off, though. I mean,
pretty much
ripped out. Yeah.
I like how he mentions he killed my father, but he mentioned nothing about his mother.
This actor here just died this year.
Oh, did he?
He died this year. Yeah.
Wow.
I remember hearing that.
I don't remember him being in a lot of stuff, but he was in Lethal Weapon 3 as a baddie.
I know this is practically like 5 minutes away from being over, but you got to go now, man.
Yeah, I got to bounce. I got to.
Okay. What do you got coming out your way, dude?
Well, Thursday I'll be doing another Dick's News. It'll probably be a Dick's News US because I don't really care about the rest of the world right now. They're not weird enough for me to care about. If you want to see what I'm talking about, we did a Dick's News on Monday, yesterday, I guess that was, and we talked about lawsuits involving testicles, and we talked about a party bus that was very I don't want to give it away. Yeah, check out the party bus. It's special. I'm currently working on some music stuff. I'll be on Thursday Night Throwdown. Might be able to make it tomorrow to Yelling at Parked Cars. We'll see.
Well, it's not happening tomorrow. We were talking about yesterday. We were talking about yesterday on the show. You may have missed it, but
I probably did.
Comics has stuff he has to do tomorrow. So
okay, so I won't be on anything tomorrow. Maybe I'll do a game stream or something. I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, stay sexy. Don't get murdered. And as always, have a wonderful time. Oh, yeah, and subscribe to Toxlot Entertainment.
I am plugging your plug in the chat right now, dude.
Oh, I have another clip for Corey just for him.
All right, that's fine.
Oh, that's disturbing. but it's strangely attractive at the same time.
Corey's never coming back.
Cheers, Corey.
Fuck you guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you.
Thanks for being here, dude.
What a way to send them off.
Go sub to his channel, guys. He is an
he's a great guy.
actual. Most of us on here in our sphere are commentators who happen to be called YouTubers. He's one of the few that's an actual YouTuber, like full on, straight up. Like, seriously, go check it out. He has all sorts of cool original stuff too as well. So let's bring that. That's hello.
Yeah.
Nope. Why 70s over there? There we go. Now we got the men together in one spot.
Yeah.
No, we keep our men together. But yeah, he says, "Come on, you got to breathe, got you." And you don't see him get back on the ship at all. But then all of a sudden he's behind right there. He's like, yeah. And all of a sudden, don't get me wrong, his kill to the guy is great. It's just like, how did he get there? I never.
Good swimmer.
It was a deleted scene, probably, right?
That I was straight up wondering if it was a deleted scene that I just had never have seen, because admittedly, much as I love this movie, I've only seen this cut.
He's got supernatural powers. That's the twist.
Oh, yeah, my head can mingle. Oh, no, it's the destruction of the bosses, and that's pretty much it. Yep. They get the revenge on the guys who literally killed their parents, and it feels like revenge was served, and it was glorious, and we got to see 2 Jean-Claude Van Dammes in a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. I felt like I had double the testosterone. Gerry had double the open space for the back door. It was just everything about it was just very
some superior girl on girl action too.
Yeah, lots of male enhancement and I don't know why that shot was funny.
I thought they were going to kiss there.
Nowadays, that would be what they do. And then and someone on Twitter would be shipping them. There would be shipping.
For sure.
Oh, no question.
Yeah, they would have given a new sexual identity for this. You know that for sure. It would have been one of those things. Because of course it was. Good old Frankie lives and he's all happy. And now we're a happy family. And this is literally
that's the last shot.
Can you fit it through this? Is what he said.
I almost put Mad on that one.
Oh, that's good. All right, chat, fire up those scores, and then we're gonna do our final toxic thoughts.
You can never go wrong with that.
Yeah,
no, never.
That's the best shot ever.
Yeah, no, just leave it at this shot as we'll talk about our final thoughts. So, Mark, go ahead and start off with your final thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fun movie. I mean, it's not, not anything super great, but it's super great Van Damme, which is why you watch it, right? So when you get a double action, there's no Doublemint twins in here to go with Jean-Claude, but he's pretty damn good in there. I mean, I guess he's playing such opposites that makes it easier. But you definitely recognize the two brothers, of course, with the slick back hair, but he is playing 2 different characters, and he's a serviceable actor in this one. He's got a good sense of humor, and it's fun. I mean, toxicity, I always say, compared to you compare it to back when this came out, wasn't that toxic, I don't think. But today, a little bit more toxic. I'm just gonna give this. I do like this movie. I give it a BB plus, but I gotta give it a toxicity of like a 6. It's not, it's not overly. I don't think it's overly toxic, but it's a manly man movie, despite all the scenes without a shirt on. But It's a fun movie. You haven't seen it, go. I mean, it's classic. Just brings you back to a simpler, more fun time where you just had action movies without big grandiose messages, and you're worried about who is cast in it. And it's a fun one to watch. And he's got a charm in there, and it's too bad his career, I guess, with drugs and addiction, kind of went off the rails. But he's got a lot of great movies, and watching some of his later stuff in his TV series was pretty good too. The Jean-Claude Van Damme TV series where he's playing himself as a movie star who's really a secret agent all those years. It's pretty damn good. It's not bad. So not very toxic by the 80s 90s standard when I grew up, but it's definitely a good movie and a good cast, and it flows well. So 2 thumbs up from me.
Okay. Awesome.
Yes, but where are you putting those thumbs up?
I'm keeping my thumbs away from Gerry, that's for sure.
That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
Don't ever go near Gerry with a thumbs up. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And don't ask me.
Good.
I don't want to know.
Yeah.
All right, Red Shirt, tell us your toxic score.
Well, I always rate toxicity based on the era that invented the term. Now, in the 90s, the term was politically incorrect. And the major politically incorrect thing in this movie is really just when Alex smacks his girlfriend. But for today's audience, one, unbridled toxic masculinity. I mean, we give 2 of them. Then you have Frank, who is a very good actor, by the way. I love him in High Plains Drifter. He's the villain in that. He's the stoic. He wants to help these 2 guys get their birthright back. But he's because he feels that he let the family. I think he feels that he let the family down in the assassination of the parents. So he's going to make up for it by getting these guys their inheritance, if you will. You have a very good cast supporting this, and of course, Jean-Claude Van Damme wanted Bolo Yeung, that he had worked with on Bloodsport. Wanted him to be the head villain, which was a great call, because he's the most dangerous guy outside of the 2 Van Damme brothers, if you will. But yeah, I mean, it has all the elements of a modern feminist nightmare. So I'm going to give this one an 8. I think it's a little more toxic. I think this is a little more toxic than Mark thinks it is. I think it's pretty toxic because, again, this is one of those movies that, yes, for its day, this was let's go. You might even take a date to this movie. But now, take a date to this movie? A 20-year-old woman?
You'll get canceled.
You get canceled.
And there's no Van Damme ass in it.
No. So yeah, I agree. But I do agree with Mark in that Van Damme actually plays 2 different characters, and he does it. At least he keeps them separate. You can tell who's Alex and who is Chad. Pretty much without having to see how they're dressed. Once Chad starts wearing a little bit more of an outfit like Alex does, and his hair's a little not quite as poofy, you still know who you're looking at, which is Van Damme playing 2 different characters. He knows which character he's playing when he's on screen. So I'd say, yeah, this is probably one of the best acting performances I've ever seen from him. So not a bad movie, and a lot of fun. Hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's why I disagreed with what's it called? The guy who, when they originally turned him down, they're like, hey, he could barely do 1 role. What makes you think he could do 2? I thought he did a solid job, but cool. Good to know there's some agreements on that. Vince, I remember now the clip you were talking about, the Huck clip. Yeah, I remember that now. 70s.
Yeah, it's a fun movie with the required amount of gratuitous violence, oiled up pectorals, and some nice girl-on-girl action, or at least suggested action, and it's nice to see a man's head getting crushed by a pair of strong thighs. But is it toxic? I don't think it's the most toxic thing. I mean, in fact, that some of those things make it less toxic, I think, and more wholesome. It's a very wholesome movie.
Wholesome.
There's a lot of there are some holes in it, and it's very wholesome.
Whoa.
I don't think it's the most toxic thing around we've ever seen, even for the 90s. I mean, by today's standards, obviously it's full of gratuitous violence, homophobia, gender stereotypes, toxic masculinity. But I mean,
so are you saying it's harmful?
So that's all. No, that's all the stuff we love. So is that really toxic? I don't know. I think I'd stretch it as far as a 6 for toxicity. Same as Mark. It's a lovely movie, though. A lot of fun.
Agree.
Lots of references to other movies in it. I find it's a little bit derivative and cheesy.
It's funny that you call Double Impact a lovely movie.
It's a lovely movie. Wholesome. I would take a date to this movie.
I know you would.
I probably did.
Oh,
back in the day. I'm struggling to remember. Actually, I think when it came, I may
can't remember how it ended, though. Yeah,
I think when it was released, I don't think I saw it in the cinema because I was over in the Middle East taking part in a certain activity in that era that was going on, certain event that was going on in that era. So I think I didn't see it until I saw it in VHS. In fact, now that I think about it. So,
wow.
Yeah. But I would still take a date to it.
You're taking a date to it. All right.
He or she.
Oh. whatever it was, you got Van Damme's approval.
I'll take Mad. I'll take Mad to see it, I think.
All right. Jonathan Conroy says toxicity 9. Vince Womack, toxicity 8.7. Keely Chow, toxicity 9. Juggalo Deathcock, toxicity 7. Doug Viewer, toxicity 9. Van Damme's, or should I have doubled the number? Yes. Matthew Marzell, 8 out of 10 for double toxic brother wrestling, lesbian searching legs, crushing 10 mil beefcase, ass whooping plus Van Damme squared. Yagnomino, toxicity 7.7. Evil henchwoman thighs 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Max Redstone. It was an A- then, a B+ now. Toxicity is 2.4. 8.7 minus 6.3 for equal opportunity.
Exactly. This equal opportunity harassment.
Fun fact, that picture is Van Damme showing the side of that to do with so many deaths. Cavatino, 200% amount more toxic for female mistreatment. Copious amount of baby oil used on flexing muscles. Grotesque amount of nylon workout clothing and unintentional partner swapping. Oh, RJ Godzilla, 81, 7 out of 10 for action. Not a lot of martial arts stuff in this movie, but lots of guns. 5 out of 10 toxicity for every guy slapping a woman. A woman hits, kills a guy. Overall, 200 out of 100 for the Van Damme. Oh, you guys are killing me with this. Stephen M. Toxicity, 8 out of 10. And then Phoenix Knight, 15 out of 10 for huge size. Mass Grave, toxicity, 7. Thank you, guys. For me, I'm gonna go with an 8 for toxicity because the women were very vile in this movie. 1, and Van Damme was lubed and buttered up really good, and we got 2 of him. 2 of him, and then I mean that opening scene alone with the splits and the pants. There was definitely a homoerotic rising in that scene in California. So, of course, he had all the ridiculous action. I mean, absolutely awesome. And, dude, when Alex struck Danielle, woo, and she never looked at saying you owe me an apology, no retaliation, retribution. She just moved on. That's it. It's like it never even happened. So, yeah, that is going to be my score, and that is going to be my fistful of double impact for tonight's show, dudes. So we got a few small announcements. So obviously next week our flick will be right on time for the 4th of July, Independence Day. And then after that, we will take a few weeks off like we did the last 2 summers. And then when we come back, 4 weeks after, So this will be 1 week longer than the last 2 years. We're gonna come back bigly, okay? Bigly. So we gotta make sure we go out massive next week for Independence Day. So, and it'll be a good way to get a little Americana in us for the show before we take our summer break as usual. And the last 2 summers, you guys came back, and we appreciate that. And we'll make sure that even though it'll be 1 week longer, we promise we're gonna come back gigantic. So that's a promise.
We'll slap you around next week.
Oh, you're going to come back. Oh, dude, that's a promise. Don't worry. I'll be still doing Clubby's Comic Shop those Friday nights. I'll still be on Midnight Edge after dark on Tuesday and Thursdays. But Toxic Tuesday, the show, it's one of those shows where, it's good to have the engine cool down for a little bit. And we've had this tradition now of having this like July thing where we kind of take that time off to recharge the batteries, and we all come back in. We're all fresh and lubed up, and I think all the guys on the panel could agree that we feel like our bottles are fresh and new when we come back.
Very refreshing, yes.
Yes, Independence Day.
It's kind of a diaper change. Isn't it?
Independence Day next week. And one more score, a Toxicity 7 Pecs on Parade on Peter Venkman fan site. Thank you. I'll let these gentlemen plug their plugs on the way out. I'll start off with 70s.
Definitely looking forward to next week because Independence Day is one of my favorite movies.
I love it. I saw it in theaters.
Me too.
Nice.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Did a nice show yesterday on the movie Rock and Roll High School. So check that replay of that out. Great fun, fantastic movie. Forgotten how good that movie was with the Ramones, of course. And so not a lot in the coming up that's planned. Obviously, Thursday Night Throwdown. And next Monday, I'm not doing a scheduled show because I'm having a bit of a break this weekend. We're going away for a few days. So might be a couple of videos that I'm working on, but that's not got a lot to plug otherwise. Just yesterday's show, really.
Well, thank you for providing the endless plugging, sir. It's been a very fulfilling.
It's always a pleasure to plug, Nick. Not instead of to be plugged.
To be fair and honest, the feelings are very mutual. Very mutual. So equal opportunity for plugging. Thanks for being here, sir.
No, thank you, man.
As always, we will be in touch.
And with our feelings.
And go sub to that 70s rock fan, guys. The world is so fucked. Wedge come back and they give Randy Quaid an FAT.
We'll be in touch with our feelings, is what you're trying to say.
We will. And 70s, thank you again. One last look at Jean-Claude Van Damme. All buttered up and oiled. And then on the mark.
Oh, no. How do I follow that? Yeah, but thanks. Always fun on Tuesday night here, staying toxic. And I'll be back on Sunday Night Geekery, Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern. Of course, always Clobbering Times is there with me hanging out, so it's going to be tough. But we're going to keep going on. And thanks to everyone who was there last Sunday, keeping me company. So we'll have a lot of guests rotating in and out. And no one, of course, can replace Clobbering Times. Not looking to do that, but we'll keep the spirit of the show going. So it was almost like it was his show on my channel on Sunday nights, but always fun to have him there. So hail to Max Redstone says, now there are 2 Doomsday machines in California. I gave away some of my 3D printed stuff I brought to the service, and I didn't want to risk having that back on the plane, so gave some of those away. But yeah, so we'll be back, and we're not sure what's happening with the other shows that are on Clobby's channel. We got to talk it over. Hopefully something will happen, or we'll do something to honor him. And thank you for doing that comic book show named after him, Nick, on Friday night. I'm sure he'd be proud of that. But we'll see what happens with the other shows.
I'll be hopefully meeting with Raquel at her book signing in Edmonton.
Oh, great. Yeah,
I'm heading up to Edmonton. So that'll be
very
nice.
good. Very good. Yep. So Raquel's got a new book out now too. So check that out.
Support it.
Go support that. But let me put, I guess I'll put my link in too. What the heck? If anyone hasn't subbed,
put your link
why
in.
not? Let me link in. Yep. But
all 18 of my channels are subbed to you.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's why I got so many subs this month. Yeah. Because of that. Yeah. So, but just stay tuned for announcements on the Twitters and everywhere else, but on what's happening. But much appreciate everyone, and stay toxic and have a great rest of the week. And I won't be here on the show next week because I'm headed out on vacation. So, but I'll be listening in the car. I'll say I'll be in the car driving, but I'll probably be listening. But make sure you play lots of those clips for me, whoever's here. Yeah, that'll annoy our guests. Yep.
Well, I mean, I could do all the prep, mate. You don't even have to do the. I'll rip all the images, so just leave it to me.
Okay.
Oh, look at that!
Pick up on
Added
that
vacation
offer
for Mark.
Wow, I get an extra week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. If you're not going to be here next Monday, don't even bother doing the images.
Okay.
I'll get it. Yep.
Well,
Is there any nudity in that movie? Do you need the picture of Mads?
No, I don't think there is.
No, it's PG-13. I saw it in theaters when I was a kid.
I'm sure Mad will make an appearance at some point, though.
You can put him in there. Yep.
What's up, TZ? Guys, go sub to Mark D with the C. He is excellent. He is great. Mark, thank you as always for a great slideshow, great clips to have us laugh our faces off. This is a very homoerotically great night, and you were a major contribution to why it's as great as it was, sir. You have a magical evening, you great son of a bitch. Oh, hold up. Before we have Red Shirt go.
Oh, yeah. Got to see that again.
All right. And now Red Shirt.
All right. Last week I screwed up on dates. I'm expecting this Saturday to be hopefully joining Gerry on Pop Culture Minefield to talk about Beverly Hills Cop 2, which would be a lot of fun. And he's also going to be doing on the following Monday the movie Soldier on Military Monday. I don't know if I can get him to let me on that one, but that's one of my favorite. Kurt Russell. The Kurt Russell Soldier.
That's a good one.
Yes. I think that's one of Kurt Russell's most impressive performances.
It's in the Blade Runner universe, that movie.
Yes, it is. And I mean, it takes a heck of an actor to be able to not deliver a line for the first 15 or 18 minutes of the film. And you already feel like you know something about the character before he utters his first line. So I think it's a very good film. And I think it's written well. And I don't understand. I don't know what it is with Kurt Russell, some of Kurt Russell's movies. Big Trouble in Little China came out and went, and Soldier was panned. It was a critical and box office failure as far as I remember. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a much better film than it's ever been given credit for.
That's
so you might want to check that out. I will certainly be in the chat if I'm not on that stream on Monday.
Ooh, yeah. Well, Red Shirt, your time and energy and humor and greatness is always appreciated. Thanks for being here, sir. I look forward to Independence Day with you. And then we're gonna see other people and then come back to each other because we'll have had a great month of passing each other around. And we always come right back to each other. Everything about that sounded really
come
good. On. Thank you, Red Shirt. And then one last time. And then me. Independence Day next week. Toxic Tuesday. Klobby's Comic Shop episode 2 this Friday night. Midnight Edge After Dark. Thursday Night Throwdown. Both Thursday. And I will have a review for The Savage Sword of Conan number 3. Either tomorrow night or Thursday morning. So if you haven't yet, I did a review for Razor Fist and George Alexopoulos' Ghost of the Badlands. I also did a review on Yaira #1 from the Saska Sisters, and I did a Black Sabbath unboxing. Those are my 3 latest videos on my channel. So just go on my channel after the stream and watch one of those, or just put on your Watch Later tab. When the stream ends, not only do you save one of my videos to watch later, but you're going to hang out with my buddy Price of Reason, because this stream is going to give you a good reach around and redirect you to his show. So until then, guys, thank you for supporting Toxic Tuesday. Thank you for being here. Thanks to all the regulars. Thanks to all the great funny comments. And to any potential new faces, hope come back for more. I want you to come all the time. And to all the great super chatters, B. Marte and Christian Delorme, thank you, gentlemen. Greatly appreciated. Independence Day is going to be a fucking blast next week. So we appreciate your support. And as always, we'll see you soon. No, go hang out at Price of Reason. All right. And yes, we do represent you in a very fucking fabulous way. Good night, everybody. Go hang out with Price and give him my regards.